I want to talk to you today about what it's like to start a business. And I know a lot of you want to start a business and it's really exciting and you're super excited about it. But then you have this other side that you may be fearful as well. And that's totally cool because it's natural to have both. And both are excitement as well. So if you look at fear as a form of excitement, it's just understanding what that is. And so, whenever you start, you want to know that you're exciting. You want something to happen. A lot of times, you want things to happen a lot sooner than they will actually happen, and that's normal. So don't worry. That's what everybody wants to. But realize, even if it doesn't happen, it means you stay with it. Okay, stay with it. You can always pivot. You can change how you're doing things, but you never want to stop. Because if you stop, that takes all your momentum away. And it's really important to keep the momentum going. Part of what happens too is that you end up with the shiny object syndrome. Is essentially all you're looking for is the next shiny thing. You end up in this what I call the learning loop. And the learning loop is essentially as you're learning and then learning and then learning and then learning and never doing anything. And so a lot of times it's like, wow, I spent all this time learning and trying to do all these things, but you never actually did anything. And you have to be honest with yourself and that, hey, the learning time is not actual business building time. And so a lot of times if you're learning from, say like 1 hour learning, try to put about 7 more hours in of actual action. And so at least 3 hours. If you can't do that, then you're in that learning loop, and so you don't want to do that. You actually really want to be able to show that you are learning and you're applying what you learn, because that's where true knowledge comes from, is application of knowledge, not just knowledge itself. Anybody can have a lot of facts, but a lot of people don't have like the ability to show that they've actually done that. And so I've seen this time and time again where you have all these entrepreneurs that are learning and they want to try to make this work and they want to make 6 figures tomorrow and all that stuff. And they think they're spending all this time learning and buying new programs and things like that. And that's really what you don't want to do all the time. There's great programs out there. Definitely there's things that you want to invest in for yourself and your learning ability, but not just constantly learning, because you need to actually do. Without doing, there's nothing. So that's what I want you to get across today, is that you want to do that. And when it comes to fear, obviously, the issue is we all have fear. We all understand that we can fail, and the possibility can fail. And unfortunately, it's more and more likely that you will fail than succeed. But if you don't quit, then you can move ahead. And so look at failure as more of a learning option. Look at bootstrapping more than trying to spend all this money thinking that that's going to make everything work. And it's always going to work 100%, because it doesn't. But if you put yourself in the right spots, put yourself with the right mentors, look for places that you can learn more and more. One of them is YouTube. There's lots of YouTube content out there. I have a marketing blog myself in marketopiahq.com that you can also subscribe to, that has free content for you. I have even a 20 item checklist of new ideas you can utilize from there, and be able to really start to learn things without spending a lot of money. You don't want to spend a lot of money when you're first starting, because you'll end up with a massive amount of debt. And unless you really are knowing exactly what you want to do and have some roadmap down there, you don't want to spend a ton of money on it. So that would be my advice getting started. I've worked with a number of entrepreneurs, and it's really important that you do that. So it's great to have big dreams, have them out there, look at your goals, have action goals as well. How much are you doing each day? What are the things that you're actually moving things forward? You may not have your results yet, but you're taking consistent action, and that consistent action and that is what's going to give you the true knowledge in order to really be able to do things moving forward. So I hope this was helpful. Post down below what your biggest fears and what your biggest excitement is for starting a business, whether you have a business or just starting out. Check out marketopiahq.com, and I'd love to hear more from you, what you want to hear about. A little bit about me. I've worked with a number of entrepreneurs internally, kind of the guy that helps everything move forward and help people grow. And so I've seen a lot of entrepreneurs, the good, bad, the ugly, when it comes to that scale from very little to 8, 9 figures. So it's important to certain things you can do in order to do that. So feel free to ask me questions down below. I'm a completely open book, but I really want everybody to be able to succeed in their own business, because just having the desire to have a business means you can do it. I mean, I think anybody can do it. I know there's a lot of people that say that certain people only can do it. But I don't really think that there's one person that actually is like that. You can actually have a successful business, but you got to be able to do it right. Certain people are more apt to it than others. So that's where you may need to learn different skill sets in order to be successful as an entrepreneur, but it's usable for everybody, I think. So a lot of it is your own fears and anxieties to getting over things. A lot of people don't want to talk to people on the phone. They're afraid of the phone, or they're afraid to sell and things like that. Well, as an entrepreneur, you are the number one sales guy and number one marketer and everything. So it's gonna need to have something that is that you're going to need to do on your own. So definitely you need to be able to have your own ability to market, and your ability to to move your business forward. So you're going to have the fear, but you need to do it despite your fear. Take courage and be able to move your business forward, knowing it's the right thing for you, your family, and for those that you're going to be helping. So definitely worthwhile to do. I know exactly how you feel. I mean, I've done a lot of stuff internally. I've been the CEO of multiple companies. So I've helped a lot of these entrepreneurs go through that, but I haven't been the number one guy too for a lot of this as well. So I am not only talking to you, but I'm talking to me as well. So we're all in the same boat here. We all want to help each other out. And, I'm here for you. If you have any other questions, let me know. Post down below what your biggest excitement and biggest fear is, and keep sharing. So talk soon.